Welcome! Today I'm gonna start with a cup of coffee. If you by chance want to buy me another one, there's a link down below. Cheers! Delicious. I have this Rotring compass since I can't even remember. I stole it from my mother back in the 90s. It's not only neatly organized, but has some cool features I haven't seen anywhere else. Like being able to catapult paper balls across the office. This feature allows it to be put back quickly. And as I loved this compass so much, I was afraid to lose or damage it. That's why I got another one. This new old stock Zirkelbesteck was found and immediately caught at the Electronic Bay in Poland. For only $35 including shipping, I couldn't click any faster. I remember something like 320 Deutschmarks back in its day. And I love this almost vintage packaging. It is so clear and neatly structured, and no wonder they were this expensive, as most of its parts are out of chromium-plated brass. As this set has the old 4-digit long postal code from my home city Hamburg, but it's not longer made in Western Germany, it should be made between round about October 1990 and June 1993. So it is at least 30 years old and on the verge of being able to be called vintage, at least by my definition. Let's have a look inside. So at first glance, not only the color scheme of the cases differ, but also the included tools. But at least the main character seems to be the same. And yes, the catapult is still a strong feature. That sounds almost harsh. It definitely is new and needs some playtime. Also included is this extension bar. Very much polished with screwy bits that let you move the point around. Inside these tubes are some pencil leads and spare pointy sticks to pierce some paper with. There's also this pencil lead holder that can be screwed onto the compass, but to use it there the lead has to be elongated, and to me these thick leads aren't cutting the mustard anyway. It is clearly meant for the small compass. It works. It also works really nicely, and I could retract the point or spike, or what should I call it, to move it in further. But there's also a neater solution. And that's why I also got these 3 neat, nice and dandy mechanical pencils that come in the sizes 0.3, 0.5 and 0.7 millimeters. And they don't only screw on the bigger compass, like you've seen before with my older compass set, but also they fit onto the smaller one. Isn't that needle action neat? I'm already in love. But how about some testing? Are you interested? Have I mentioned that I print my own paper? It has even a small Etna logo on it, and helplines in the same color for the filing margin. The branding is subtle, but I do like it that way. There's also a margin on the right, indicated for additional notes and such, and a center line for your hole punch. I've chosen slightly thicker paper than usual with a silky smooth surface. And to keep things simple, the back is left blank. Of course, using gray paper with white lines isn't my idea, but after having bought white lines paper for many, many years, you can't purchase them anymore. So I had to take matters in my own hands. Would you be interested in buying this paper as merch? Please leave a comment down below. Thanks. Another beloved tool of mine is this Standardgraph circle ruler. I broke it once and tried out a few other brands, but I had to get another one of these. Somehow the smooth feeling while using it got me attached. Stiffer and more brittle rulers don't make me happy. The only reason I mention rulers now is to ask this question. Do I really need a compass? If I can draw circles with a cheap ruler, even the smallest of circles are possible. Let me answer that with some ballet. Whew, that was something. And I haven't shown you really the close-ups yet. Let's start with the dancer, the bow compass, or as we call it, Fallnullenzirkel. So shiny and reflective. I love the smooth action and simple design with the screw and leaf spring to change the circle size. The logo is engraved nicely on the side. I'm sorry for not being able to show you polished items, and that's the main reason I love matte finishes on my tools. They doesn't show scratches, specks of dirt and fingerprints this obvious. And man, I love the compatibility between all Rotring drawing parts. There are so many options of drawing tools you can screw in and use with all compasses. Personally, not having the need to sharpen your compass lead is such a relief. Rotring made the only compasses with a mechanical pencil that I know of. And you know what they say, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Let's answer the question of how tiny a circle can be. One millimeters. Easily. And that's also the smallest hole size on any circle ruler. Moving on. The mechanical pencil has two threads so it will fit onto either size of compasses. I like how simple they look with that Rotring embossing and lead diameter. You change out the lead by removing the push button at the end, like any other mechanical pencil I guess. The action is smooth with a subtle click, but you can feel when the lead engages and moves a bit further. All in all, everything is neat and dandy. Why don't we equip the bigger compass with that mechanical pencil and have a closer look at it? Despite all my fingerprints all over it, you can clearly see the nicely engraved logo. The leaf spring must be very strong as it compresses both halves together with a short leverage on the left of its hinge to ensure a little play on the thumb screw that has Germany written on it. You can change out the lead and also the needle point. The fit and finish is marvelous and every part just fits nicely together. The thumb screw itself is also spring-loaded to give room when you push both legs together. Every part of it just feels right. You can't feel any play or unintended movement. Just precisely made to last. Ooh, I could draw circles all night long with it. You can also angle both legs to ensure orthogonal positions to your paper. And now, let's move to sizes that are way bigger than your average circle ruler can provide. For that is the beam compass attachment. Also nice and very shiny with two thumb screws. One is meant for changing the needle point, the other one is to move said needle point up and down the beam. A pin is used as an end stop. The engravings are also very nicely done, but what do I see? Is this really still older stock made in Western Germany? Wow, that's cool. Well, at this point, there isn't any much more to say. Just drawing circles. But the real problem is that I just wanted to show my beloved compass set. But I was going down the rabbit hole quickly. And deeper than I wanted. I mean, look at this! I know this is a tool channel and drawing tools are also tools, but comment if you like me to unfold all my drawing gear. If you're interested, I would like to show you some stuff. Okay, this is the last addendum, I promise, for my Rotring compass set. I love this old graphic design on that packaging. I thought it was a smart idea to keep all of my old ink cartridges from the 90s. Sadly, they all dried out. Luckily, you can still get new replacements for it. I know this new packaging is anything but ugly. But can we appreciate the packaging design Rotring had? I think it's beautiful. And now, let's play with some ink. You might notice this neat bow compass already. Neat thing about it is that they share the same thread between this mechanical pencil and Rotring's isograph and rapidograph technical pens. Screw them on and draw your lines. How neat is that? As these technical pens have a small comeback, I think Rotring should re-release some of their old writing gear in general. And without the handle, the technical pen also fits inside their bigger compass. Screw 'em on and draw your circles. Oh, I think we had that line already. I'm alive, as you can tell, so there's no need for a verdict. And that wraps it up for today. And I almost forgot this little piece of kit. I don't really care, so I don't use it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just one last time. A circle.